Hello students, welcome to our teacher app. I am your physics teacher. Today we are going to deal about our 9th standard chapter gravitation. Students, let us start the introduction part of our lesson or the main topics of the lesson, gravitation lesson, right? In this lesson we will deal about first of all the topic known as uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. In this uniform circular motion we will deal about how does the speed is maintained as constant. Speed is maintained as constant but not the velocity. The velocity keep on changing from point to point. So because of that we will have a concept known as acceleration. But because simply acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. Okay. So even though the speed is maintained as constant, we will come across to the topic or we will know why acceleration is developed in a uniform circular motion. So this is the uniform circular motion, horizontal circular motion actually. So in this circle we will deal about this one as the acceleration is nothing but centripetal acceleration, and we will come across the derivation or the final conclusion of acceleration as centripetal acceleration is equal to v square by r, where r is nothing but the radius of the circle and v is the instantaneous speed or the speed at different points. Okay, v is speed, not a velocity. And later, as we know from Newton's third law, F is equal to ma. So we can further prolong this concept as centripetal force. Centripetal force. By using this formula, we will say centripetal force is equal to mv square by r. Okay, so this one is the important part as well as the introduction part. Later we will start the topic of universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. This is an important topic. In this topic we will actually derive the condition like if two masses of body, two massive bodies, first one is having mass of m1 and second one is having mass of m2, and if these two are separated by the center of the two bodies are being separated by a certain distance like r, hence the two bodies will keep on attracting with each other. That means the first body, this is the first body, this is the second body. First body will attract the second body and second body also attracts the first body, and the force is known as gravitational force. Any massive body will show a gravitational force on second massive body, and F is equal to, we will come across the formula like G m1 m2 by r square. So this one is important formula. F is the gravitational force between the two bodies. G is known as universal gravitational constant. m1 m2 are nothing but masses, and r is the distance between the two bodies. And one more thing here, another subtopic we can deal about, F is proportional to 1 by r square. This rule is known as inverse square law. Inverse square law. Okay. Later we will start, students, a topic known as Kepler's third law, or simply you can say it's law of periods, which states about actually the path of earth or any body around its star. It's not actually a circular motion, it is an ellipse. Kepler is the scientist who is the first to invent or actually to discover this point. This is known as sun, for suppose this is earth. To go around it will take some amount of time like t, and r is nothing but the variable distance. So he come across the formula t square is proportional to r cube. It is known as law of periods, very important formula. By using this formula we can do a numerical problems, right? So in the next one, if you see, we will come across, after completing these topics, we will come across the topic known as why gravity is independent of mass. which means that if you take two different bodies having different masses and if you leave them from the same place, they will attain or they will reach the earth at the same time. Why it is happening? This formula will reveal the secret. It's simply G is equal to capital G m by r square. This is the formula. So capital M is known as mass of planet or star. R is nothing but planet. R is nothing but its radius, average radius. Okay. Next we will deal about a small point like, for suppose if you leave a body as a freely falling body, its initial speed is 0. It will ultimately reaches the ground. When it is reaching the ground, one thing we have to follow, that is the body is being attracted to the earth and it is being accelerated. So we will take the acceleration as positive. Why we are taking positive acceleration means not because it is coming downward, its speed is increasing. When the speed or velocity is increasing, we will call it as acceleration. And if you throw the same body upward, what will happen? After reaching certain height, it will completely come to rest at this point. That means the acceleration now will be called by the name of retardation. So these are the 2 points you have to memorize while doing the problem. Next we will deal about sign conventions. And the topic of free fall. So this is the concept of free fall, this and this. So these 2 points will be covered in the concept of free fall. Later we will deal about what is meant by weight and how to calculate weight of a body. Weight of a body. Simply if you see, from Newton's second law we can derive the weight of the body. Newton's second law states that F is equal to ma. Instead of force you can take it as gravitational force, which is nothing but weight. M is m only. And if the body, weight is always downward, so you have to take, instead of A, you can take G. So W is equal to mg is the formula known as formula of weight. Okay. Later we will discuss about the topic about what is meant by weightlessness. So in this topic of weightlessness, we will deal about what is the necessity of a support and in which conditions we cannot feel our weight. Okay. Students, later we will start the topic like center of gravity and center of mass. Very important topic. Center of gravity as well as center of mass. They may be seems to the same topic, but they are different. And for symmetric bodies, these two, center of body and center of mass and center of gravity points, these are points, they will coincide. And for asymmetric bodies or non-symmetric bodies, these two will be different from each other. Okay. And we had certain activities to deal about what is maybe center of gravity and center of mass, and we had a method to find center of gravity. We had a method to find center of gravity of a body. In the concept we will deal about how to find the center of gravity of an Indian map. Okay. And as the last topic of our lesson, we will deal about the concept of stability. Very easy topic. This concept of stability, we will deal about the concept or point velocity weight vector actually. Weight vector and its relation with base. Simple. Whenever the weight vector falls within the base, the body is stable, and if the weight vector falls anywhere else other than within the base, then the body is unstable. So these are the topics that we will cover in our lesson. Thank you.